Okay, and Vid, I will answer your question in just a moment. Let us just get started. We have more than enough counselors for you to have one or two counselors say no, and I will get you an accurate count in just a moment. So with that said, welcome city councilors and our guests. It is now 6:37 on Monday, December 14th, and we will now start the hearings meeting of the Springfield City Council. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Councilor Gomez.
Present.
Present. Councilor Whitfield, absent. Councilor Davila.
Present.
Absent. Councilor
Present.
Fenton. Oh, Councilor Davila is present. I apologize. Councilor Fenton.
Present.
Present. Councilor Curran.
Present. Present.
Present. Councilor Ramos.
Present.
Present. Councilor Walsh.
Present.
Present. Councilor Williams.
Present.
Present. Councilor Allen.
Present.
Present. Councilor Letterman.
Present.
Present. Councilor Edwards. Councilor Edwards.
Present.
Present. Councilor Brown. Absent. Councilor Hurst.
Present.
Councilor Brown. Present. Councilor Hurst.
Present. Will the councilors and their guests please rise for a moment of silence? Will you please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, will you please call the first item on the agenda?
The first item on the agenda is a special permit for an accessory wall sign at 1500 Main.
I think you just cut out, Madam Clerk. Madam Clerk.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, can you repeat the first item on the agenda, please?
The first item on the agenda is a special permit for an accessory wall sign at 1500 Main Street.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. The proponents will have 20 minutes to speak in favor of this special permit, followed by the opponents, who will also receive 20 minutes to speak in opposition to the special permit. We will then open up the floor for questions, comments, and discussion from the council. Following questions and discussion, this item will be continued until our next regular meeting of the City Council on Monday, December 21st, at which time we will hear any additional testimony from the petitioner, as well as from those wishing to rebut any testimony provided this evening. Is there anyone present to speak on behalf of the proponents? Please state your name and address for the record. And just for the petitioner, I just want to let you know we now have 12 of 13 counselors, so you shouldn't have a problem hopefully getting the necessary votes to pass this special permit, depending upon the testimony. Is there anyone present to speak on behalf of the proponents?
If I may, President, my name is Harry Auerbach. I'm with Agnoli Sign Company, and we've been asked to present to the City Council, if you will, for a special permit. I'd like to segue and introduce Vid as who is the owner of the property, just for a brief introduction, and then I can carry on.
Can you state your address for the record?
Yes, my apologies. Again, Harry Auerbach, Agnoli Sign, at 722 Worthington Street, Springfield, Mass.
Thank you.
Of course.
Hi, my name is Ved Mitter, and I'm the owner of Tower Square Hotel and the Tower Square complex, the office tower and everything. So this particular permit is for the hotel portion, and we are doing an exterior, new exterior, and we are putting the signs. They were existing before, so we brought them down during the renovation. So we are coming back and putting the new signs. And Harry will talk remaining details on my behalf. My address is 40 Grove Street, Lexington, Mass.
Thank you. And Harry, before you elaborate any further, Councilor Letterman, I see your hand is raised in the queue.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Mr. President, can the petitioner just clarify, this is for the Marriott sign. Can he confirm that this is also the owner of the Tower Square property?
Yes, confirmed.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I'm going to recuse myself from this hearing as my employer my offices are located in the Tower Square building.
Thank you, Councilor Letterman. Madam Clerk, can we please note that Councilor Letterman is going to recuse himself from this hearing? Petitioner, you can continue at this moment.
Vid, would you like me to take it from here?
Yes, please.
Okay. Again, councilors, thank you for having us tonight. We are here because 2 of the 6 signs are above the first floor. As such, we're required to present to you or request from the City Council special permits. There are a total of 6 signs that are going to be erected at the Marriott Hotel. Phil has presented you with what we call a deck, but it's a visual graphic outline of where each sign is and their respective sizes. As I said, 2 of the signs, if you have an opportunity to look at your what Phil has provided you from us, number 5 and number 6 are up at the 20th floor, and this is the reason we are here. All the remaining signs are at the first floor, and as such, that would necessarily require a special permit. All these, well, I shouldn't say, the 2 signs that are above the first floor are illuminated signs, and as Vid said, we'll be replacing what was once there. At one time, there was the Marriott sign on the west elevation, facing West Springfield. There is now a request for a sign that faces to the east, if you were on the east elevation. Additionally, there are 2 signs on the first floor that are illuminated, one on Bolin Way and one on East Columbus Avenue. The remaining signs are non-illuminated. I think I'll stop for a moment and see if there are any questions, as I can't see any hands raised. So, Mr. President, I'll depend on you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else wishing to speak in favor of this special permit? Say again, is there anyone else wishing to speak in favor of this special permit? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, have we received any testimony from anyone wishing to speak in opposition to this testimony, to this special permit?
We have not received any testimony.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Is there anyone on the Zoom link wishing to speak in opposition to this special permit? Seeing none, are there any questions or comments for the petitioner from the council? Councilor Fan, floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. President. First, I would just like to say what a very welcomed addition this will be back to the Springfield skyline. I think I'd like to express my gratitude to the petitioner for the excellent job that he's done thus far with the complex. And I think that it'll be a great signal of Springfield's continued progress to once again fly the Marriott flag over this marquee property in downtown. So I wanted to say that very supportive of this application. I do have 2 questions. And Mr. Albrecht, you can hopefully respond to both. The first is that I think this is the same property where we very recently approved a sign permit for Wellfleet Insurance to go on the building. And I don't believe that that sign was ever erected. And so I'd like a status update on that. And
I'm sorry, go ahead, Councilor Fenton.
oh, you can respond to that one first if you'd like.
Councilor Fenton, you are correct. In October of 2019, the City Council approved on the tower, not at the hotel location, but on the tower at the 30th floor, if you will, the Wellfleet sign on the west face of the building, again facing West Springfield. The current status is because of COVID. They are on hold, and well, they're on hold, and I'm waiting for them to make a decision to move forward. But and one of the reasons for the wait is when you're up on the 30th floor, almost 300 feet up, you don't do this during the winter. So they will be making a decision to go forward or not in the spring. So I've talked to Jennifer Picard, who works for the president, and as of about a month ago, they were still intending to move forward, but certainly COVID was one reason they did not, and now because of the time of year, this will be pushed into 2021. And having talked to Phil and confirmed with Phil, the special permit is good for 2 years, which means it's through October of next year.
That's right. Okay. Well, thank you for that update. And would encourage that tenant to proceed. And maybe this added flagship of the Marriott will entice them to do that even more. But like you said, you got the permit for 2 years, so good luck. The second question is regarding the uplighting on the property, the spotlights. Will those lights remain? You said that this was an internally lit sign. I know the predecessor sign from Mass Mutual was, I don't believe that was internally lit. So what's your intention for the uplighting and the spotlights on the property?
I will give you. I will speak to this, but then I will probably have to defer to Phil to Vid. Again, the tower is separate from the hotel, as we all know. And again, the two signs at the 20th floor are internally lit. The uplights are currently there, and should Wellfleet go forward, would be shining up to Wellfleet. Vid, I'll let you take it from here because I cannot speak about the north, south, and east faces. But if Wellfleet was to move forward, it was predicated on the lights would be shining up to that sign.
That's correct. So if Wellfleet is holding off, as you mentioned, as Harry just mentioned, so nothing changes in the terms of the lighting on the tower itself.
Thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Councilor Fenton. Councilor Walsh.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'll make sure I unmute myself. Yes, I concur entirely with what my colleague, Councilor Fenton, said, and I'm very happy to be supporting this petition tonight. I think Phil Dromey knows how much I like signs. I usually always vote for them, but I think this is great that we are going to have such a national brand back on the building. People can relate to the Marriott, people going by on the highway, people in Springfield. Think it's very positive, nice Christmas present for the city. But I wonder, when will the signs go up?
Very good question. So if I understand the process, which is a little different now, it's a two-step process, correct, President Hurst? Meaning,
I'll defer to Phil.
Well, yeah. For as far as the special permit goes, you won't be approved until the next meeting.
Right. Okay. So the 20 days are start effectively December 2022, which puts us into January. Then there's fabrication. I know Vid will correct me if I'm wrong. Or let me ask Vid. The intent is to be up in the spring of, if not sooner, the spring of 2021. I don't know the actual opening date, and I'd have to have Vid speak to that.
Yes, the intention is spring 2021, weather permits, whenever all your paperwork is approved, and when Harry is ready, I'm ready to install it.
Councilor Walsh, does that help?
You're on mute, Councilor Walsh.
Yes, thank you. That was very helpful.
Thank you, Councilor Walsh. Councilor Curran? Councilor Curran, you're on mute.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I too will be voting in favor of this sign. Thank you, Mr. Media, for putting this investment in the city of Springfield. I know you've put a lot of work into that hotel. So I will be voting in favor of this permit. That said, while you are here, if you could maybe provide the council with some insight. I know when Mass Mutual sold that property, Tower Square in the hotel, it sold that green space, that park across the street. And really that is a very, very valuable civic resource for residents and workers downtown, that we maintain that green space. I was a little disappointed with Mass Mutual that when they did sell that property, they received about a $50 million tax credit to build the tower in Boston, but perhaps they could have left that part for the city. That said, the Meta Group, you did purchase that parcel, and if you maybe you can, I know this is a permit for the sign, but enlighten the council as to your plans to maintain that green space, sir. Thank you.
Yes, we do want to maintain that green space. As of now, there are no different plans. It is maintained the same way like Mass Mutual used to maintain. Same professional contractors are maintaining the park.
Well, I want to thank you for that. And again, it looks great, and you're doing a great job maintaining that green space. And again, we appreciate your investment in downtown Springfield.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Curran, Councilor Gomez, followed by Councilor Brown.
Thank you, Mr. President. My question is just a little confusion. Maybe I missed it, but I know that Councilor Fenton had mentioned of the other special permit that we had approved back about a year ago. The gentleman had spoke on that it was when they're ready to put this, I guess, close on the sign. It's supposed to go facing, I guess, west towards West Springfield. Yes, sir? Is that what I understand?
Yes, Councilor Gomez, that is correct. It's on the west face of the tower, again, facing West Springfield, and that's the only face it'll be on.
Okay. So now my next question is, on the north side or the south side, is that where the Marriott sign is going to go, or the Marriott sign is going to go lower than the top of the 30th, lower than the 30th tower? So it's going to go kind of like in the middle of the tower. I'm just trying to figure out the placement. I'm sorry.
No, Councilor Gomez, this is a very good question. There's really two towers at the complex. You have 30 stories of the tower building where their offices are, where Councilor Liederman has his office, if you will. And then you have a totally separate tower that is, if you're on East Columbus Avenue, you would be going to the right, going towards Boland Way, and as you've been driving by, you've seen Vid has contracted to reface that entire tower, if you will, to a different color. It's a whole new stucco, if you will. So and those two signs on the west face and on the east face are at the 20th floor. So there's a major separation, and actually in reality, the 30-story tower is somewhat behind the hotel itself. So two separate entities.
Okay. So that whole tower in retrospect is split up into kind of three, the parking garage, then it goes up a little bit more, and that's kind of the hotel. And then when it goes up a little bit behind it, up more, those are the office, I would say the office building.
Correct. There's two major towers, and you are correct that they sit on the parking deck, if you will, the 3 stories of the parking deck. And there's actually what's really interesting, and pardon the adjective, what's really cool about this complex is the YMCA has built, and VID has allowed them to build a playground for their students, or for their attendees. So that's another reason we have to be very careful when we use this staging, because it is right below. Well, it's not where the hotel is. It's the Wellfleet. So not to go into too much detail, but there are 2 separate towers.
Okay. So and just because I guess my daughter plays it because she goes to the YMCA. That's on the back end, that green space that they had that was in between. Is that the green space you're talking about, or is it another green space that they had opened up that's...
No, it's actually in front of the office tower, if you will.
Oh, okay. I'm just picturing it all, and on on Zoom it just it gives me a little bit of a
or you should visit it when COVID is over, because it's really
absolutely,
it's amazing what VID has done with the YMCA being there, and it's actually accessible from the 6th floor. But it's a YMCA thing, so I probably should not be.
No, it's not a problem. Not a problem. I just my daughter goes there, so I want to know whether they're going to be putting a sign if it's over the playground or not.
It's really
that's fine.
Playground.
No, I understand. Yeah. I understand. You don't have to. We're good.
Yeah.
So one, I just wanted to say I appreciate your business and what you do here in Ward 1 as being the ward counselor. You always have been very professional every time your company has come before the council. VID, very excited to hear that you're going to be keeping that green space across the street from your establishment. And then I know that you've been looking for great things to go back in there. To hear that the Marriott had left, and then now that it's coming back, to say the least, it is very heartwarming that that people do see the resilience and the economic renaissance that's going on here in Ward 1, specifically in downtown Springfield. So I'm happy to support this permit. I just wanted to get my head wrapped around of exactly the placement of where they was going. And it's good to fully understand the complex to know that it's kind of like 2 to 3 different parts to it instead of just one big giant building what people believe it is. So that's for the folks at home. So thank you for answering my questions, and my best of luck on this special permit. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Gomez. Councilor Brown?
Yes, I was just curious. Is this actually affecting the hotel at all?
Currently, we have shut down the hotel operations. It is only a construction site right now.
Oh, and you are a person who run the hotel, correct?
Correct. Of course, my staff. Yeah.
Okay. I want to first of all thank you guys for what you did with the displacement of the tenants out in my ward at Girard Ave. When a lot of people were displaced and homeless, you guys took up the mantle and housed a lot of people at that hotel. So I do appreciate you guys, and I can tell you that I am in full support. It was a very tragic situation, and your hotel came up and to the mantle and took care of a lot of people who was displaced. So I do appreciate your hotel, and I'm in full support. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Brown. If there are no further questions from the council, can we have a motion to continue this item until our next regular meeting?
Motion moved.
Second.
Motion made by Councilor Williams, seconded by Councilor Gomez. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll on continuing this item?
On the motion to continue, Councilor Gomez.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Whitfield, absent. Councilor Davila.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Fenton.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Curran.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Ramos.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Walsh.
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Williams?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Allen?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Letterman recused. Counselor Edwards?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Brown?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Hurst?
Yes, this item will be continued until our next regular meeting, at which time we will take a vote to approve the special permit. Thank you. Madam Clerk, can you please call items 2 through 6 together, please?
Items 2 through 6 are the minutes from the City Council for June 16th, 2020, June 22nd, 2020, June 29th, 2020, June 30th, 2020, and August 17th, 2020.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I apologize. I meant to let Councilor Letterman know to join, who was waiting. So if we could just take a minute and give him an opportunity to join. We'll take a minute recess. Okay. Councilor Letterman is now with us. Madam Clerk, can you please call those items again?
Items 2 through 6 are the City Council minutes from June 16th, June 22nd, June 29th, June 30th, and August 17th.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Are there any questions or comments from the council regarding the approval of these minutes? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll on approving the minutes?
On approving the minutes, items 2 through 6, Counselor Gomez?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Whitfield absent. Counselor Davila?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Fenton?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Karen?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Ramos?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Walsh?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Williams?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Allen?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Letterman?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Edwards?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Brown?
Yes.
Counselor Hurst?
Yes, and for the record, Councilor Whitfield is under the weather, so she will not be joining us this evening. Madam Clerk, can you please call items 7 through 16 together, please?
Items 7 through 16. I received an email about item number 14. Counselor Allen, did you want to take that one separately?
I think we should, just unless it's just an easy change to make. I don't know if it's just a spelling change or, procedurally, how do we do that? But it should be our Villa Street, not our Vesta Street.
So what we'll do, Madam Clerk, is we'll still take items number 7 through 16 together. We'll make a motion when we get to item number 14 to amend it to our Villa Street, and then we'll vote on the petitions together.
Okay,
If that
thank
works
you.
for you.
Mr.
That's
President,
perfect.
just clarification, Mr. President?
Yes, Councilor Davila.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Councilor Allen, did you say Arvesta or are we talking about 13 or 14?
14, item 14.
Oh, 14.
Yeah, it's, simply for everybody, I emailed people today. It says our Vesta Street. I had requested a stop sign at the corner of our Villa Street and Gillette Avenue. And I saw on here Arvesta Street. So I drove to Arvesta Street. There's already a stop sign there at Gillette Avenue.
Right, Councilor Allen, if I may, so that I'm clear, because I'm looking at the agenda, item 13 says Arvesta, item
Yeah,
14 says Avocado.
I think it was 13 on some version of the agenda. I said 13, but on this agenda that I'm looking at, it says 14. So whichever item is Arvesta should be our Villa.
So I have it backwards, Mr. President.
So
It's
what we'll
item
do,
14.
we'll
What
allow,
happened was I updated the agenda today to put the special permit first. So you may have an outdated agenda. I resent it to the council's email. and I posted it online, but Councilor Davila, you may have an outdated agenda. So Arvesta, 20 to 21 is Arvesta Street is item number 14 on the current agenda, but it may be number 13 on the one you're looking at.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Is there anyone present to speak to item number 7?
Yes, Hector Velez, 1956 Park Street, Springfield, Massachusetts.
Thank you.
What is the number, would you say? Because I have the whole agenda here.
So, Madam Clerk, can you please read off item number 7 and exactly which petition we're referring to?
Item number 7 is 16-03 Ruby Street.
Ruby Street, okay. So Ruby Street is a petition from the residents to put a, that's the stop sign. Oh, no, let me look at it really quick. Oh, wait, it's not this one. Okay, that's the stop sign on Ruby Street. I don't find the order now. Where is it?
Hector, it's order number 5976.
976. Okay, that's a request from 311 for a resident to put a stop sign on Ruby Road.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments regarding this stop sign or regarding this petition from the council? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, can you please move on to the next petition?
The next petition is 20-05 Long Terrace. It's order number 5977.
Hector, can you speak to this petition?
Yes, most of the traffic regulation here is a 120-day trial. It's been installed for more than 120 days. Was in front of the traffic commission and approved. And let me look at it, the Long Hill Terrace is another stop sign. I have it 2105. I'm sorry, President Harris, but I have another name on the agenda here. It's not the same.
Take your time.
On my orders. I'm sorry, it's not in the agenda. My orders. Okay. Okay. Long Hill Terrace is a stop sign request by Hungry Hill Neighborhood Council. Kathy Mosey. It's a safety issue that brings the community to the Hungry Hill neighborhood meeting.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments from the council regarding the stop sign or this petition? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, can you please move on to the next item on the agenda?
The next item on the agenda is 20-07 Oxford Street. It's order number 5978.
Hector, can you please speak to this item?
Yes. Is that 119? Oxford 2007. Okay. So A 26. Okay, this is a stop sign request by the resident by 311 call.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments regarding this petition?
Just a quick question, Mr. President.
Councilor Davila.
Thank you. Sorry, I couldn't find the handle or something. Hector, good evening, sir. Is that a petition by 311 residents for any particular reasons? Is there a increased accidents?
A specific one, the Oxford is a request for 311, a resident that is concerning about the safety in that corner. Maybe there's a close call of accident in that corner.
Okay. All right, thank you, Hector.
Thank you, Councilor Davila. If there are no further questions from the council, Madam Clerk, can we move on to the next petition?
The next petition is 20-09 Carew Street. It's order number 5979.
Hector, can you please speak to this petition?
Yes. This is a request for, it does the stop sign. Let me see. Yeah, no parking. I'm sorry. Let me see. No parking. Okay, this is a request from the church on Carew Street. And I think this is the Canaan Baptist Church to request no parking in front of, well, it's not in front of the church. It's at the side of Carew Street.
Councilor Fenton, I see
Oh,
your
wait.
hand is raised.
No, I'm sorry, President Hurst. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong one. The Carew Street is a request from the police. That's in front of the school. What is the name of the school? Mario Buttinger?
Pottinger School, yeah.
Yeah, that police requests no parking because the drop off and pick up of parent is complicated in the afternoon and the morning. And the kids are crossing the street to the other side and they're parking cars on both sides of the street. And the police request no parking on the, I think it's the, let me see, the north side. Yeah, inside and the other side of the church.
Thank you, Hector. Councilor Fenton.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just to clarify, Hector, we've approved many of these at prior meetings, specifically the Long Terrace and this Carew Street parcel. I know we also did the Oxford one at a prior meeting. So these are just, we've had these regulations in place. You've done the analysis for the temporary impact, and you're coming to us for the permanent vote. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Councilor Fenton. Are there any further questions from the council? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, can you please move on to the next petition?
The next petition is 20-10 Fountain Street. It's order number 5980.
Hector, can you please speak to this petition?
Yes, let me see. I'm looking here on my papers. 2010 is that one. Let me see. 110. Sorry, we're gonna have some more minutes here and traffic commission papers. Okay, that's a stop sign on Commonwealth Ave and Fountain Commonwealth Ave. There was a request for, that's a resident request 311 call for a stop sign for safety issues.
Thank you, Hector. Councilor Davila.
Thank you, Mr. President. Hector, same thing is that safety issues that car accidents, close calls, traffic.
Close call. There's a close call. Maybe there are people driving fast on Fontaine Street, and was a close call on Commonwealth Ave and close call on Fontaine Street.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Hector. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilor Davila. Seeing no further questions, Madam Clerk, can you please call the next petition or the next item on the agenda?
The next item on the agenda is 20-15 Myrtle Street. It's order number 5981.
Hector, can you please speak to this petition?
Yes, that's the 2015 and 2016. It's the same petitioner. That's health department. It's the building on State Street. They request loading zone and no parking and a handicap parking. I think so. Is that the other one? For the to have a handicap parking very more closer to the entrance and the loading zone for deliveries.
Are there any questions or comments regarding this petition? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, can you please move to the next item on the agenda?
Sorry, Mr. President, I wasn't fast enough. Do have a quick question? Just wanted to confirm that this is Myrtle Street, Springfield, not Myrtle Street in the Orchard.
No, it's on State Street. It's Springfield, not Indian Orchard.
Okay, gotcha. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Ramos. Seeing no further questions, Madam Clerk, can you please move to the next petition or the next item on the agenda, please?
The next item on the agenda is 20-16 Myrtle Street. It's order number 5982. It might be related to the last one for Myrtle Street.
Yeah, that one is, I think, is the handicap parking. Let me verify that. Yeah, that's the handicap parking. The health department request to have two handicap parking in front of the entrance.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments from the council? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, can you please move on to the next item on the agenda?
The next item on the agenda is 20-21 Arvesta Street, order number 5983.
Hector,
Okay,
this item.
Yes, that's not Arvesta. That's the request. I think it was Chris Signoli sent me a forward email from Tim. I think so. There was Arvila Street. It's not Arvesta Street.
Thank you. Can you just tell us about it, and then we'll entertain a motion to amend this petition.
Okay, this one is not just to amend the petition because the stop sign was installed in Arvesta, not in Arvila. That's correct. The spot is not correct. We have to move the stop sign to Arvila.
Could I just
Councilor Allen.
So Arvesta and Arvila both intersect with Gillette Avenue, but they're a little ways away from each other. The request I made was for Arvila Street, which is the street right behind St. Michael's Academy. It cuts across kind of parallel with Plumtree Road. And the intention was it intersects with Wheeler Avenue, Roosevelt Avenue, Whittam Avenue, Hartford Terrace, and the last street it intersects with is Gillette Avenue. It has stop signs at each of the other 4 intersections. So a mother who's involved with the East Forest Park Civic Association, a mother of 4 who lives on Gillette, asked me if I could try to get a stop sign so that after they've gone through these other 4 stop signs, when they get to Gillette Avenue, they have to stop and not just pull out on the street. So I don't know what the confusion is with Arvesta or how it got there, but because I saw this on the agenda today, I drove over to Arvesta, which is a street Pat Sullivan lives on it, and Danny Warwick. And it comes off of Roosevelt, and it goes really just only crosses one, doesn't even cross the street. It just goes from Roosevelt to Gillette. It already has a stop sign. So I don't know. I think it's just a mistake as to how the names of the streets got transposed. I was wondering if it also was trying to get a stop sign, but it has one already. It happens to be upside down, the stop sign, but there's one there. So this is for Arvila Street to get a stop sign for safety reasons.
So Hector, did the Traffic Commission hear this as Arvila Street? Did they vote on this as Arvila Street and it just appears on our agenda as Arvesta? Or do they still need to entertain and have a meeting on whether Arvila Street needs a stop sign?
We need another Traffic Commission for Arvila Street.
Okay.
Because we vote on Arvesta Street, and that was my fault because the request is it's not Arvesta.
Okay, so Madam Clerk, what motion should we take here?
I
I'm
send
sorry.
the order.
First,
I'm
can you
sorry.
repeat that, please?
What motion should we entertain here? Should we motion to send this back to the Traffic Commission? Is that what I'm understanding?
I believe so, yes. If they have to rehear it as a different street, I would motion it back to them so they can adjust it.
Thank you. Councilor Davila, I see your hand is raised in the queue.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just for clarification, if so it's Arbella Street that is getting the sign, correct?
No, that one.
Well,
That one. I'm sorry, Tim. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's
Councilor Allen.
the request is for our Villa Street to get the stop sign. Yes.
No, it's not Arbella, ARBELLA.
No, that's insurance company. No, this is ARV. V as in Victor. ILLA.
You say that intersects Gillette Avenue. Is that closer to Sumner Avenue on my side or down to South Branch?
No, it's over by St. Michael's Academy. You know, on
Over by okay.
it starts behind the first block of our Villa Street is behind St. Michael's Academy.
I got it. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Councilor Allen.
Thank you. So what we'll do is we'll hear this item separately at the end, or we'll vote on this item separately at the end. And Madam Clerk, if you could please call the next item on the agenda.
The next item on the agenda is 20-22 for Avocado Street, order number 5984.
Hector, can you speak to this petition?
Yes. Avocado is no parking. Have a regulation by hours. I think it's at 9. This is a request from the police. They are having trouble with trucks parking on Avocado Street on 9, and they request the no parking.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments from the council regarding this petition? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, can you please move to the last item on the agenda?
The last item on the agenda is 20-23 Willow Street, order number 5985.
Hector, can you please speak to this petition?
Yes, Willow Street is no parking requested by Animal Shelter. I don't remember the name of the animal shelter. It's on downtown. They have a truck that is have to back up on the garage, and car park on the other side of the road, and the truck have problem getting out of the garage.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments from the council regarding this petition? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll on approving petitions 7 through 13, as well as 15 and 16?
Approving items 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, and 16. Councilor Gomez? Councilor Gomez? Absent. Councilor Whitfield? Absent. Councilor Davila?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Fenton?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Curran?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Ramos?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Walsh?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Williams?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Allen?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Letterman?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Edwards?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Brown? Absent. Councilor Hurst?
Yes, the petitions are approved. Councilor Allen.
Thanks, Mr. President.
Yes, yes, yes.
Can we please note that Councilor Brown voted yes on the petitions?
Yes.
Councilor Allen.
Thanks. If I could just ask Hector when our Villa Street would go back to the Board of Public Works and when it might appear back here.
Hector, the floor is yours.
I sent the sign order to put the stop sign today when I realized that I put the wrong street, and we have to wait 90-day trial and see if I have complaint or someone have to say something on those 90 days, and then I send it to the traffic commission to approve permanently.
And so when you say you send it somewhere, is it publicly seen by, I mean, is it seen by the public? Where you?
The order?
Yeah, the order.
Yeah, I send the order. I send the order to the traffic sign department to install the stop sign. And now we have to wait 90 days to send it to the traffic commission.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Allen. Councilor Letterman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just a quick question. Hector, do you know, are those 90 days required by state statute or by our own ordinances?
It's our own ordinance.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Letterman. Can we have a motion to send item number 14 back to the Traffic Commission?
So moved.
Motion made by Councilor Davila. Is there a second to that motion?
Second.
Seconded by Councilor Allen. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll on sending item number 14 back to the Traffic Commission?
On sending item number 14 back to the Traffic Commission, Councilor Gomez, absent. Councilor Whitfield, absent. Councilor Davila.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Fenton.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Curran.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Ramos.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Walsh.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Williams.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Allen.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Letterman.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Edwards.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Brown.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Hurst.
Yes, the motion is approved. Madam Clerk, is there any further business before the council?
There's no further business before the council.
Seeing no further business before the council, we will stand adjourned until Monday, December 21st at 6:30 at our next regular meeting. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Mr.
Good night.
President.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you. Good night.